Hello and welcome to John's Author Diary for the week ending May the 9th, 2021. This week has been all about grabbing time to write when I could. We had Monday, which was the bank holiday. It was a wet day and my son was off school, so we just hung around the house, made stuff with Lego, built stuff with cardboard. It was fun, but obviously no writing done. I did some writing on Tuesday morning, that went well, and then had to go swimming Tuesday afternoon. And then on Thursday, it was the local election. So my son, again, he was off school for a day. So it was just me and him. Did stuff like playing Lego and doing Pokemon Go around the local area. But this week I did manage to write 10,000 words, which is a lot more than I thought I would. Today, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm feeling a bit tired. I woke up at 5 a.m. and started work at 6. I got 5,000 words written just today. So I'm really pleased with the progress. I don't feel like this week has put me behind. I'm still on target. So that is good. In terms of reading, I read Age of Legends and Age of Death by Michael J. Sullivan. So these are novels in his Legends of the First Empire series. I'm now near the end of Age of Empire, which is the last book in that series. These books are great. Highly recommend them. Love the narration. Love the story. It does feel like two different trilogies, but it all works really well. And the way this ending's going, it feels like all the different threads and subplots and everything are coming together really nicely. And there's still some good twists, so I'm really enjoying that. I also watched a movie called My Octopus Teacher. So this was a strange one that popped up on Netflix. My wife said that it had won an Oscar, and I'll be honest, I was a bit, yeah, what's this about? This looks a bit strange after watching the trailer, but it was fascinating. Really interesting storytelling, really moving film. Learned a lot about octopuses and people. It was a bit weird. It was like a cross between a therapy session and a kind of natural world kind of program. And I'll admit it was better than his earlier efforts. I know that My Lemon Shark Dentist wasn't so great, or My Cuttlefish Butler, but My Octopus Teacher definitely hit the spot. So next week is all about working on Dawn of Assassins. Again, I've got the 10,000 word target. It should be easier than this week, but I do have a birthday and I've got a haircut booked, so who knows? I might have to do another 5 a.m. start. I did have a question this week. So this was from Jay Stonesmith, which is a great name. So I don't know if that's a real name or if it's a character name, pen name, anything like that, but I like that name. So he says, long time listener to your podcast and loving these YouTube updates. I'm always surprised at how many books you manage to read each week. Do you build reading time into your workday? Books are my primary form of entertainment. I listen to books all the time. I have done for years. I don't watch much in the way of TV or films. I only use social media deliberately. So if I've got something to do, I will go and do it and then I'll walk away. I'm not the type of person who scrolls on phones or anything like that. I try to avoid the news. So I get a lot of time to read by doing that. Um, Now, I've mentioned before, I am visually impaired. So I listen to a lot of things on Audible, on the RNIB app, on BorrowBox. So I tend to listen to books at double speed, sometimes higher if it is non-fiction. Now, if you've not listened to stuff at double speed before, first time you do it, it will sound crazy. But I built this up over quite a few years. So I started off at 1.2 times, 1.5, 1.8, and now 2, 2.2, that kind of speed for fiction, 2.5 for non-fiction usually. And the way I do it is I just listen whenever I've got spare moments in the day. So when I wake up in the morning, usually takes me about half an hour to come around with a cup of tea. So I'll listen to about half an hour then. If you're listening to something double speed, that is basically an hour of a story. And then school run, I'll pop in my headphones on the walk back and on the walk there in the afternoons. And so again, another 40 minutes. And then I'll have breaks during the day, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, have a lunch break, listen to stuff. Sometimes in the evenings, if my wife's gone to bed early or something like that, I'll listen then. So it all builds up. It's all little bits over time. And yeah, I do tend to read a lot just because of that. It just adds up quite quickly. So um, I think with my reading now, I think with the COVID restrictions being lifted, as they ease, I think my reading will be less just because of not being able to see friends and family over the past year, it being very limited. But as that kind of goes up, then that'll be less, and I'll be spending more time with real people, not just imaginary characters. So thanks for the question. If you have a question, please leave it in the comments below. Hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So until next time, cheerio.